what great timing. We were just talking about you, and I'm glad I called you guys. My students don't know what decimals are. What? That's what I said.
Well, we better get started right away. I don't think these students should be without decimals any longer.
Alright, so let's get started on what decimals are and their history.
So decimals are a fraction whose denominator is a power of 10 and whose numerator is expressed by figures placed to the right of a decimal point. So you guys know what fractions are, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So a decimal is basically a fraction, but in a different form. For example, 2/10 written as a decimal is 2/10, or 7/10 written as a decimal is 7/10.
So are you getting it now?
Sort of.
Now, decimals are written in many different ways. It's not just 1/10. You can write decimals in two other ways, expanded and word form. The 1/10 way is called standard form. Expanded form is the decimal written in addition and multiplication problem. For example, 1 times 1/10. If you had a bigger decimal like 12 and 45 hundredths or bigger, it would be written like this. 1 times 10 plus 2 times 1 plus 4 times 1/10 plus 5 times 1/100th. Now, word form is the decimal written in words. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I will still explain it. So let's take 1/10 again. 1/10 written as 1/10 in word form. If it was a bigger decimal, like 12 and 45 hundredths, it will be written as 12 and 45 hundredths. So there's a total of 3 ways to write it.
Now that we have explained the 3 different forms of decimals, let us dive deep into how to order decimals. For starters, there is no such thing as the ones place. The place values only start from the tenths place to the hundredths place to the thousandths place, and so on. A number in the tenths place is always bigger than a number in the hundredths place, or a number in the hundredths place is always bigger than a number in the thousandths place, and so on. So say that you have decimals 1 and 67 hundredths, 8 and 97 hundredths, 1 and 93 hundredths, and 1 and 11 hundredths. One way that you can order them is stacking them on top of each other, so it looks like this. 1 and 67 hundredths, 8 and 97 hundredths, 1 and 93 hundredths, 1 and 11 hundredths. If the numbers right to the decimals are longer or shorter than the other, you use 0 as a placeholders. Then you look at the numbers right to the decimal and see which one is bigger, as if they were whole numbers. So the number to the right of the decimal in our set of data, 67, 97, 93, and 11, would make the decimals ordered as 1 and 11 hundredths, 1 and 67 hundredths, and 1 and 93 hundredths, and 8 and 97 hundredths, if it would be ordered least to greatest.
Isn't this fascinating?
Yes.
Not all we have to talk about. We have a couple more things to talk about. But for now, let's get into how you can round decimals. So when you round decimals, you are taking the decimal and converting it to the closest whole number to the decimal. So say that you have the number 1 and 87 hundredths. The number right of the decimal point would be rounded to 2, because the number 87 is closer to 2 than it is 1. If the number is 0 and 49 hundredths or less, it would be rounded down. If the number was 50 hundredths or bigger, it would be rounded up. It would be rounded the same with any other number. Sometimes the problem tells you to round to a certain place value. For example, if the problem tells you to round, let's say 3 and 34 hundredths to the nearest 10th place, the answer would be 3 and 3/10. Just in case you still don't understand, I shall give you one more example. If you wanted to round 6 and 274 thousandths to the nearest hundredths place, and the answer would be 6 and 27 hundredths.
So now that you know how to round decimals, let's learn how to add and subtract decimals.
Yay! This is my favorite part. Mine too.
Okay, so adding and subtracting decimals is very easy. It is the same as adding or subtracting whole numbers, but just a bit different. Crazy, huh? The only thing is that decimal points have to be lined up. For example, if you add 56 hundredths to 23 hundredths, you get 79 hundredths. An example of decimal subtraction would be 1 and 67 hundredths subtracted by 3/10 equals 1 and 37 hundredths.
Now that you know how to add and subtract decimals and everything else that you've learned, you are going to be able to take a 5-minute break. Yay!